Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, and today's video is going to be on my new snake. I know I just got a new snake like a couple months ago, and I know that, and this one was just a huge surprise, and I'm so grateful that I have it. Here he is, and this is his enclosure. I'll just show you him in here for now. So apparently this is a ghost male corn snake, and it's about the same size, or I think it's a little bit bigger than Smoothie. And this was not a new buy, as you can see. I already had a tank, and it's kind of dirty. And that's because a 3-year-old boy owned this snake with his dad, and his dad had a snake for the longest time, and his dad's snake died while he was taking care of this one, and then that made him not want to take care of this one. So it was on Facebook Marketplace. My mom told me about it. It was $100 for all of this. And I don't have a snake in my mom's house, so she decided to buy it. I'll just give you a quick rundown of the setup. We got one of his hides, another kind of hide thing. The heat pad is right under this hide, the yellow one. This also came with a little snake hook, which is pretty cute. I don't know why they had that, but because he is non-venomous. And then we got this dinosaur here with some plants on both sides and the water dish. We also have a light on this tank, which is pretty nice. We also have this thermostat and heat regulator for the heat pad so it doesn't get too hot. And that's about it. But yeah, I gotta go because it's about 7 p.m. where I'm here. And this is about the time when my dad picks me up. It's also a Sunday, so I gotta get back to school. And when I'm back, we'll do some updates on him, and I'll get some more clips, and we'll probably feed him. Alright guys, we have some pinkies for now. I think he can definitely eat fuzzies. The next time I film him feeding, it'll definitely be with fuzzies. But for now, we're going to feed him 2 pinkies. And the glass is still going to be dirty, but that will change tomorrow. And I did move him. This is not advised, especially with small snakes, but he's right under this, and he made his way through under it by burrowing, and so I didn't really want to take the risk of trying to lay it back over him, so I just grabbed him real quickly and placed him over here. And in a few more minutes, I am going to feed him another pinky because I do not think that was a sufficient enough meal for this size of a snake. Alright guys, so it is day 2. I'm sorry if you hear some rain in the background. It's raining pretty heavy. We're just gonna see just how clean I can make this glass because it's pretty dirty, honestly. It's pretty dirty right now. We got some weird stuff on the side, some like tape. I just pulled some tape off the back right there. And hopefully, it'll look a whole lot better once I've cleaned it. And here we are, right after I cleaned it. This front glass, it was pretty easy to get those water drops off. I just cleaned it off with a wet cloth, and then I washed it off with a dry cloth, and then it got most of it off. But there were some like really tiny specks that were just like engraved onto this, so I took a razor blade and got those off. And you can see, I also got that off, as well with a razor blade, and the other gunk that was back here from the tape, and over here, a little bit over here as well. But man, this looks so much better. I'm really happy with how this turned out because this looks almost like a brand new tank. There are some imperfections where there are still some smudges, like up there. You probably can't even see it. It's on the other side of the glass though. But there also are some scratches that are just on the glass that I can't get rid of. So while I'm here, I guess I'll give you an update on my fish tank. So far, the moss has been doing well. It's gotten a lot greener. It seems a lot greener as well because there is a lot of algae on it from the light growing all that algae. And also, both the snails have died. We still have one molly. I thought I saw her back there. But there's our Cory cat. He's doing good. We have one other Molly. I haven't seen the other one. I haven't seen its dead body, but I haven't seen the other one since last week. So I think that one's also died. And I have also not seen the shrimp, but I'm hopeful for those guys. But, you know, you never know. I do want to get some more shrimp because there is, like, a lot of, like, wispy algae that they love to feed on. And if they can join those other guys, that'd be even greater. But I don't know. This tank can't really seem to do it right. Seem to be able to do it right the first time, and then everything seems to keep dying. The fish have been dying from some weird bump disease, but I don't know if that's going to keep happening or what. I mean, this other last Molly hasn't gotten it, but I mean, I don't know. I'll try and get some new shrimp, I think, and I'll get enough to where hopefully I can see them a lot more, and so I can monitor how they're doing. But I don't ever see these guys. And I think they might still be alive, because this is, like, perfect. They have tons of algae and stuff to feed on, so I think they are somewhere in here doing well. But I do think that other Molly is definitely dead. This cave here, I also was thinking about getting a new one, because it does have two exits. You can see there's light back there. It has an exit through the front and through the back. And he was shown in there at the beginning, but he hasn't been anymore. He's under this, which this area where this rock is, that is completely enclosed. You see from the mouth, it's closed. And I'll try and show you through the back here, but you might not be able to see. But all the way back there is also another wall where he seems to have a tunnel through this back wall to get under there. And this is in a completely enclosed space. So I do have an extra hide that I'm pretty sure I've shown you a few times for Smoothie, and it's basically just like a black box. It's the same one Smoothie has, so I think I'll try that out with him, and hopefully he'll like it and feel more safe than with this one with the double entrances. I'm gonna film this with my left hand. Let's pick him up, because it's always funner to see the snake, right? My favorite part. Heading out right now, I guess. I do want to hold him with both my hands because he is still, you know, he's fat from eating, and it's not very comfortable for him to just be having like all that down. So I'll try and hold him with both hands. But I do think this guy is actually a ghost tessera. I'm not sure. His pattern looks really different, and I'm like, Grape, he does not have this dorsal stripe. He was just listed as a ghost, but I mean that stripe is like very predominant. So I'll put a picture up here with Smoothie. I know that Smoothie's dorsal like stripe is way more predominant and like not cut up as much, but his side pattern I mostly want to see. So there's this guy's side pattern, and there's Smoothie's. I don't know how they look. This is pre-editing, but I would assume they look pretty similar. So this guy might be a Tessera ghost, which means I might have a new line of Tessera to breed with Smoothie's babies, because I think these are both female, because this one's tail tapers off really fast. So where my finger kind of stops right here, like right here is her anal plate, and it tapers down really fast. You can see from right here. It gets about the same length as the rest of the tail, like right here. Most of the mass of the tail is like in like half an inch. So I think this is a female, which would be even better, because if Grape is a male, he will be able to produce more babies than if I had two males, because that'll be two clutches instead of just one. But this guy is so cool, and he's a lot more angry when he's full, which he actually struck at me when I tried to pull him out this morning. The reason why is for that, because he's a lot slower, because he's got all that food in him. And right before, when I was picking him up, I couldn't really see if he struck, but you could kind of hear him. He kind of made like a sneezing noise, which could have been his weird little thing he's been doing. I'm not sure if that's like a respiratory infection, because when snakes wheeze, that can be a sign of a respiratory infection. But he doesn't really wheeze. He just kind of hisses in like short bursts. And I'm not sure if that burst was a hiss and a strike or if it was just a hiss. But look at him. Look how big he is. He almost blends in with the carpet. Ah, that looks so funny. It's a bad shot on the phone, but it looks really cool in person. I'm not sure if this is a thing with all baby corn snakes or just baby snakes, but I'll try and put him like next to his hide. And this time he'll actually go in the hide because, like, well, why would I ever be right? And hopefully he'll come out this end, so it'll like kind of prove my point. Yeah, there he is. There's his head. But usually, like with Smoothie, I'll put his head put her head like right next to the entrance, and then he'll like go over here and like go behind his hide. But this one, he does sometimes, I guess, go in here. But other times, I'll try and put him in the hide, and he'll just do the same as Smoothie, and he'll just be like, go around here, back here, and then he'll eventually like come under here, it seems. And of course, the one time I talk about this, he actually stays in his hide. His head just went in, dude. Oh my goodness. It's cool to look at him through the side. Oh, the fan's in the way. Move the fan. You still can't really see him. A little bit. It's pretty cool. And I think we will have one more update in next week when I'm here. Next weekend, obviously. But before we do that, let's show you my chickens. Alright guys, so we are here in my garage with our chickens. And they have gotten so much bigger since the last time we seen them. We had to build them a whole new enclosure until we moved them outside. So this is what it is. And the chickens, they've gotten so big. I mean, they're huge. And they're also scared of my hands. But, I mean, they're pretty big chickens now. So we had to build them this whole other thing. And they have gone so big. And we do have chicken wire on the top of this. We still have their heat lamp because it does get quite cold in here. And the other part of their roof here is right here. We have these on here because they have this, and they'll like to stand on that. And one of them was trying to poke its head out of there, and we didn't want it to like hang itself, so we put those there. But yeah, that's our update for our chickens. They'll be in here for a couple more weeks. They'll be in here for 3 more weeks at most, and then we'll have them outside. Now let's go over to see my new snake so we can feed him again. But before we do that, I just want to give a quick note and tell you guys to like and subscribe, because these videos, they don't get much views or much likes or anything. So if you are seeing this, hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot. So now we're over here with the new snake, and we're actually not going to be feeding him today because he is a little bit fat, and I think I'm going to skip this week of feeding him, feed him only one pinky next week when I'm back, and then we'll start feeding him fuzzies the week after that, or maybe not. I'm not really sure. He's still a little bit fat. And another thing, he's actually like really limp. Like, I don't know, he just seems like super limp. He doesn't like attach to me. Like sometimes he'll just be crawling on my arm and he will be losing grip and he'll just like fall off, and he won't care. Like, he won't fall very far. He'll fall right onto my lap. But, you know, like Smoothie and Grape, they always like try and they like tense up and they try to like hold on to my arm. But she doesn't do that. It's kind of odd. And also, the water has been developing this like white like film over top. I'm not really sure what is causing it. I thought it was the light. I think I might have said that, but if not, I thought it was the light. But the light wasn't on at all, so I don't know what could be causing that. But I think if it wasn't the light, I think we're just going to have to keep refilling the water when that comes up. But, and I also do not have a name for this guy still, but hopefully I'll have one by next video. Always thinking of it so I can get it out to you guys the next video. But, that's me and my new snake out. Later.